Yeah, for those that are just joining the stream and wondering why we're kind of like, hey, what the fuck are we covering? It's because we found out about this just moments ago, and the only reason why QLT is to be able to broadcast it is because I'm homesick. So if I sound a little congested or whatever, that is why. But you know, after sleeping like 17 straight hours, I'm awake and kind of wired and looking for something to do. So it all kind of worked out. So welcome to QLTV. I am Grease Scotsman, and with me in the virtual studios is ST Lava, who is of course one of our stalwart staff members and technical gurus. He won't be doing a lot of casting, but as always, he's there to offer moral support and technical whatever. So thank you, Slava. But let's talk a little bit about this league and the people in it. If we take a look, YYT has yet to lose. In the first round, they took care of SP, and the following round, they took care of Kick. Lowland Lions lost a Kick in the very first round, but have come back through the losers bracket, beating off. I love saying that. It's just getting so much fun. I don't know. It's my little campy thing, but they have taken care of SP and Kick in the losers bracket, so they're back. They're back to play YYT. So this should be pretty interesting stuff. Now, for those that are wondering, yes, we did cover Lowland Lions back in the day for Bibs. So this is a nice turnabout of sorts to kind of catch a glimpse of moments past. And so I'm looking forward to that. YYT Solar just joined, and if we take a look at the rosters, YYT is currently sporting Calypt, BLD, and Solar. And looks like their fourth should be joining. I see it's Lincoln. Lowland Lions, they're going to have to drop some of the players. But right now they've got Durfel, Draven, Demon, OSD, and Forever. We had the pleasure of seeing Durfel, Draven, Demon, and I think even a little bit of Forever. I can't quite recall if he was part of Lowland Lions. Pretty sure he was. Yeah, he was. But very, very solid lineup for LLL, and it makes me kind of curious to see what happened in that first round. I don't know if we'll be able to get anyone on for a little bit of an interview, but that'd be nice. But a couple people that are missing from Lowland Lions that are sort of stalwarts. Impulse, who of course is the guy who performed the amazing pummel kill during the Bibs finals. So if you are curious about what I'm talking about, go check out on QLTV. We covered that Bring It Back Safely finals, and there was a pummel heard around the world, so definitely check out that highlight. But Durfel, Impulse, Demon, Draven, Forever, Rax, and Vertex are on the roster for Lowland Lions. And YYT's full lineup is Blade, Solar, Calypt, EXP, Extro, and whoever else they're sporting here. So yeah, I guess maybe these rosters on the site aren't quite up to date, but that's okay. But honestly, I think it should be pretty interesting stuff, because I already know that Lowland Lions is quite a powerhouse. So for me, I find I've seen YYT, I've seen most of their guys. There's EXP. Okay, I've seen most of their guys dueling. So to me, that's kind of the big question mark, is to see do the dueling skills of YYT translate to capture the flag? But apparently they do, because they are currently undefeated, and it's Lowland Lions that need to make sure that they don't fall to YYT. So solid stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Holy shit, it's Jahar. Did you get my message?
Yeah, I just got home.
Awesome. Well, you want to come watch some Lowland Lions and YYT capture the flag?
Yeah, if you see my message in IRC, there's some info I require.
Yes, I suppose you do. Okay. Yeah, so this will be Ironworks as we get this thing rolling. Let me get my mouse control back. Ironworks is kind of a DME type capture the flag map. A lot of tight corners and twists and turns. Great kind of corner play. You have a railgun in the very center, so holding down center I think is probably one of the most essential things for teams to do. He who holds the center tends to get the caps. The reason being is that getting it out of the bases, you know, playing defense in this map is actually a whole lot of fun. It's one of my favorite maps as a player.
Absolutely.
But, meaning like the one day in every 2 months that I get to play. But it's okay. A lot of casting. But no, but
now this map especially, just as you said, the center is very tight, but there's no way through it without somebody seeing you on your way. So there's no real sneaking back to your base here. But on the off chance that there is a kind of a standoff position, but where each player has the enemy team's flag, as you said, you can really afford a chance to play defensively with the flag. You can play keep away like nothing else in this map. There's so many routes and so many jump pads inside the base itself that you have all sorts of room to ninja around.
Yeah, and also in the center that we saw someone pick up the regen. So I'm gonna hop out here into my camera mode and do a little tour while we're waiting. Regen spawns here on this lower platform. You can see the tile with a little spinny icon thingy right below the railgun is pretty much where it spawns. You have a lightning gun here, and this is a really critical weapon, I think, for the defense to have. But it's actually pretty easy to get with a little bit of teamwork, because you're going to usually have at least one player kind of doing a circuit between this area, kind of playing the back mid D, and going through this teleporter. And the reason why is over here on this tile is where red armor spawns. It's going to come up in 1 second, so we're going to wait for it. There it is. The red armor spawning. So this is not something you want to give to the opposing team. So you essentially want to make sure that you keep it all to yourself and your side. However, it's not something that the main base defender can easily get, because in order to do it, you have to do a very well-crafted rocket jump, and it really pulls you very far away from the flag. So you know, a lot of times you're going to see another person on the team grabbing that and handing off lightning gun. We're going to go live in 3, but those are the main pieces of the map. We're going to watch Durfel out of the game, and as far as positions go, if I recall, I don't know, of course this may have changed from Bibs, but nice rail against Durfel. That pretty much gives BLD a early kill.
Crap.
Yeah, nice shot.
Durfel was going just butt out crazy just right off the bat there.
Well, he was trying to steal the other team's red armor.
Initiative.
Yeah, he wanted that red armor. Now, you could see that he had a med kit, which he kind of forgot to use. We're going to have the armor coming up in 2, so this is good for forever. Although it actually gets lost. Looks like BLD is able to grab it. We're going to go and find the regen pickup. Let's see who grabbed this thing here.
It's going to be Callie with the regen. And he's got a med kit, he's got regen, he's almost up to 200 health. He's making his way across the center, catches a little bit of shaft, but not enough. He's got plenty of, well, health here, but not a lot of armor. He still has that med kit. And
no armor,
there's the flag grab,
nice
and
move.
That was actually pretty clean. He still got the med kit though, and he's out into mid. It is clear. Here comes an enemy. No, right up the pad, and finished off with the MG. Holy crap.
Yeah. Nice MG work to pull down the remaining health against that carrier. Of course, the regen, you know, is definitely pretty well played, I think. It's a pretty common thing to take that regen kind of back to your own base and stock up a little bit before you make a push in. But you could see there where, you know, the fact that regen had expired, 1 or 2 more ticks of the regen may have kept Calip alive in order to get that cap. That being said, we're back to square one, and very heavy D played. Calip again getting the second touch for YYT against the Landlions flag. And, you know, one of the things that I always find interesting is to see, you know, which team can kind of get that initial grab against the nice LG. Again, Calip really showing off here. He's very weak as he makes his exit. He's probably going to be pulled down in the center. Demon takes him down. But so far, all the touches have been YYT. And indeed, they have been Calip, I think. So
yeah, that initial grab from Calip really kind of illustrated some holes that L3 has early on. So unless they can kind of patch those up, because as you saw, he was able to come in, saw maybe 1 or 2 guys. There was a lot of skirmishing, and actually that was a big part of it, is the fact that there was so much fighting going on in the flag room. He was able to get in and out of there with a minimal amount of damage.